Hey. So, this is new.
Howdy and hello. My name is Lisa and I moved to Korea last month. Why am I here? Lots of reasons. But that's for another video. Today, I want to talk about my personal experiences so far and how it differs from where I was living before. Good old Los Angeles. The first thing I noticed here was the energy levels. I feel like I have so much more energy than I did before. I don't know if it's the air, I don't know if it's the water, I don't know if it's the general vibe of the people. It's probably a combination of all three and more, but it is doing wonders for me. I feel like I get up, I'm ready to start the day, I go out and I socialize with people almost on a daily basis, which those of you who know me in real life know I do really good with personal interaction every like 3 to 5 business days. But here I can interact with strangers kind of on a daily basis and be totally good to go. The other thing is that we are always out late. Like everybody here is out late, to be honest. A lot of times my best friend and I will go to work out at like 10 p.m. It's a public park really close by and that's where we do all of our working out and everyone is there. It's not just like us alone in a park at 10 p.m. No, the whole fucking neighborhood is there. Like, I'm talking little kids, regular adults like us, and then the elderly, like the old folks are all there doing their little walks, playing their little badminton. They have a little soccer field and a basketball court. And then they have like actual workout gear that's around here too. It's kind of crazy. So I feel like just the people in general really keep this place lively and it's been feeding into me in such a positive way. I've been obsessed. I absolutely love it. To piggyback off of that, the care for third spaces and like public spaces is so nice. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love Los Angeles. It is my heart, it is my home. But to be honest, it's really expensive to just exist there. There are very few third spaces. Like sometimes you go outside, it feels like you walk around the block and you owe somebody like $50, you know? Whereas here, like they purposefully make spaces that are really inexpensive and or just free, that are beautiful and well kept, and the community actually cares to be involved. Even when it comes down to their public transport, they are so intentional. It's really cool. You see people get onto the train or something like that. There are designated seats, first of all, for the elderly and for like pregnant women and or sick or disabled people. And all of those spaces, it doesn't matter how packed the train gets. Those spaces are only ever taken by those people. And a lot of times, like you'll even see elderly people who will get up and move for people who are more elderly than them so that they can sit down. Not just the trains and the buses are clean, but like the people really care about each other here. And it's so refreshing to see. I've really just been enjoying the kindness and consideration that I see from kind of everybody around. It's really a collaborative effort from the community. Speaking of just like general politeness and things like that when it comes to the people, honestly, everyone has been incredibly kind here. Of course, I was a little bit worried coming here because I'm not stupid. I am a queer brown girl in a different country where I'm not the beauty standard. And I am very alternative looking, but I experience very little prejudice here, at least outwardly. Most of the people that we encounter are incredibly kind. They're maybe sometimes a little bit scared at first because my best friend and I are tall as fuck, and again, very tatted, and it's hot here. It is, what are we in? It's June. It is so hot. So we're wearing like shorts and tank tops and cutoffs and stuff like that. So I think sometimes they are a little bit like, oh, I'm scared. But if you give them a little nod, a little 안녕하세요, they just light up. They're so kind, and like truly, it's kind of every age, like whether it's a little kid or a more elderly person. As long as you conduct yourself with kindness here, I feel like kindness is really reciprocated. And of course, like again, not perfect. I'm not saying that I haven't had a couple of times with some questionable interactions, but overall, like I was pleasantly surprised by how little I have to deal with, I don't know, the usual messiness that comes with moving to a different culture and people. I feel like even if they don't particularly rock with you, even if they don't really fuck with you or your vibe, they're still gonna be polite. And for me, that's kind of more than enough. If you're not slanging profanities at me on the street, I'm kind of chilling. Speaking of their community, they love us here. Do you know what they have everywhere? Free public Wi-Fi. In the shops, on the street, on the buses. Like, half the time you'd go into like a little coffee shop or something like that in LA, you don't have any Wi-Fi. You thought you were gonna come here and get a little coffee and work on your little laptop? No. You better find something else to do or somewhere else to be. Here, you can literally get on a bus and be like, oh man, I'd really like to not use my data. Bam, free Wi-Fi, and it's good. It's not even trash Wi-Fi, it's good Wi-Fi. It's actually kind of crazy. I have lived in some of the most like internet forward states and cities in the US. Like I lived in a city that their whole thing was like, we have the fastest Wi-Fi in the country. Ain't got shit on this place. It is incredible. Like I said earlier, it's hot here. It's June. This is not even the hottest it's gonna get. It is June. The thing that is so different for me after 5 years in dry heat is how, I'm sorry for using this word, but moist. You need to leave. It's so moist here. It'll be like, oh, it's 88 degrees. Wrong. It feels like 97. And you also feel like you're in a swimming pool of your own sweat. I don't love that part. I'll be real, I don't love that part. I feel like my face perpetually looks like I'm misting with rose water. Like I look like a, all the time. Honestly, even setting this camera up, I was like, I'm too shiny. We have to readjust the lights because I'm so shiny. I am not used to it, but I feel like it's a small price to pay for all of the benefits that I've been getting thus far. The other thing that's been a really fun change is the diversity of their food palette here. I've always been the type of person that I love a sweet and salty combo. Almost everything I eat, if I'm gonna have something savory, I want something sweet after, and vice versa. Here, they take that to the next level. If it can be savory, I promise you, here in Korea, they know how to make it sweet. Have you ever had pizza with powdered sugar on it? I bet you haven't. I'll be real, it was delicious, but not something that I would do very often. Everything here, whether it be like tacos and, I don't know, spaghetti. If you've had the savory version of it, Korea has the sweet version of it. So, I mentioned it before. I'm gonna expand on it a little bit. As I said earlier, one of the things I knew that was gonna happen is I'm very different from most of the people who are here. Not only am I obviously brown, but I'm also very alternative. My style is a very alternative style. I myself am gender fluid, so I like to switch around how I'm feeling very often. That comes down to my hair, my clothes, my accessories, everything. And that is really not the vibe per se of the regular person here in Korea. Most of the aesthetic I've been receiving from their, you know, beauty supply stores and posters and people in general are very like clean girl aesthetic and very soft girl aesthetic, which no hate whatsoever. I think for everybody, you should be the person that you want to be and express yourself the way you want to express yourself. And I think it's really cool. I myself am just not one of those people. Yeah, I don't fit the beauty standard whatsoever. I really don't. And I don't really have a problem with that. It's not like I really fit the beauty standard anywhere else anyways. I'm gonna do me regardless. But it's just been an interesting process to kind of be a part of. Last but not least, I want to talk about how fucking safe it is here. Guys, you can leave your stuff anywhere. Coming from America, obviously, but especially from a city, you better not even leave your stuff on the counter to go order something at a cafe. If you leave your laptop, that shit is getting swiped. If you leave your phone, somebody's probably knocking it over because they want your seat. Like you can't do that. You can't do that where I come from most of the time. Here, you could literally leave almost anything out in public and accidentally forget it and not come back for hours. For hours. And it would still be there. And in fact, if it's like clothing or something like that, they'll fold it. If somebody sees it, they'll like fold it for you. They'll be like, whoever lost this probably wants it back. It's so fascinating. And you want to know what? It's because there are cameras everywhere. And controversial take, I'm pro cameras everywhere. I'm pro cameras everywhere. You know what? Maybe if we had more cameras in America, people would steal things less. I said it. I don't care. I know it's controversial. I'm sorry, but it's how I feel. I am totally fine with knowing that there are like 6 cameras facing me on the street if it means if I leave my shit somewhere, nobody's gonna take it. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of sick. Listen. We'll get into it later. You really want my opinions? You really want to know my truest feelings? Go to my Patreon. Do it, you coward. It's really fun over there. I don't know. You could have a good time. I think it's really cool that not only is your stuff safe, but like you are safe. I have lived in like 10 different states over the course of my life. And I studied abroad as well a few years ago in college, so I've been to several European countries. I know the hazard levels of many a place. This is one of the safest places I have ever been to. I don't feel threatened walking alone at night. I've been literally having to rewire my brain and make sure that I'm not like mean mugging people as I walk on the street whenever I'm alone, because yeah, they're probably staring a little bit. They're staring a little bit, but like it's never in a threatening way. People are not trying to pick fights with you. People are not trying to solicit you, like, and maybe part of that is just because I'm foreign and I can't speak the language, so they can't get anything from me anyways, but as like a usually like femme presenting person, whether I like it or not, I do spend a lot of my life worrying for my own safety and for the safety of those around me, and it has been such a load off to not constantly having to be checking over my shoulder every 2 seconds. It's almost mind-boggling how much I've been able to relax over the last month. Again, no place is perfect. I'm not saying that this place is perfect unless the Korean YouTube gods are watching, in which case everything is perfect. If you've never done anything wrong in your life, please be nice to my video. Overall though, I have to say, my first month here, I regret nothing. I think I made the right decision moving here, It's not easy. I uprooted myself from a community that I built over 5 years. That shit is hard. And I doubted myself a little bit, you know? Every once in a while I was like, am I doing the right thing? Like, should I even be taking these steps, especially with how crazy everything is in the world? And I am here to tell past Lisa, yeah, you did the right thing. We did the right thing. Because we're happier here. Of course I miss my friends. My friends, I know you're watching. I miss you guys. I miss you so much. But I can't say that I regret my decision because I am happy, I am healthy, and I am thriving. And that is thanks to the community here and the dedication to the well-being of their people here. And now that I live here, I'm part of their people, so they gotta take care of me too. Overall, I feel like my quality of life has gone up. If you want to hear more about it, I'll tell you more about it later. I will be releasing a why I moved to Korea video probably next week, I'm guessing. And like I said earlier, if you are interested in hearing some of my other takes, because no place is perfect, and I do have opinions on this, but I cannot have opinions here. So, if you want to hear more of those takes, my Patreon is going to be tagged somewhere on this video. I don't know where. I'm the editor, so I haven't figured it out yet. It might be here. It might be here. It might be right here. You don't know. I don't know either. We'll figure it out later. But know that it is accessible. It's gonna be a silly, goofy time. Anyways, I hope you like what I had to say. Feel free to give questions, comments, concerns down below. I'd love to hear from anybody, like if you've moved to a different country or even if you've just visited, how you feel it differs from your experience from where you live currently. I am always curious to hear other people's perspectives. Yeah, leave me a little comment, share with your friends. Of course you don't have to. I'm not saying you have to, but it'd be nice. Anyways, okay, that's it. I'm gonna go now. I love you guys. Wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Bye.